What if I told you that within you lies a dormant power capable of transforming your entire perception of life? This is not some mystical fantasy, but a fundamental aspect of your very existence. Today, we'll explore the profound connection between Kundalini energy and extrasensory perception, and how awakening this inner force can open doors to a reality far beyond what your five senses reveal. When we speak of Kundalini, we're not talking about some wild, untamed energy coiled at the base of your spine, waiting to explode. No, it's much simpler and yet far more profound than that. Kundalini is the very life force that animates your being. Right now, in most people, it's functioning at a minimal level, just enough to keep body and mind operational. But when this energy begins to rise, it has the potential to completely revolutionize how you experience the world around you. Most of us believe that perception is limited to what we can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. But these senses are merely survival tools given to us by our physical form. They capture only a tiny fraction of the vast tapestry of life unfolding around us at every moment. Survival requires only limited perception, but to truly live, to experience life in its fullness, we need something more. This is where the concept of extrasensory perception comes into play. Now, when I mention extrasensory perception, you might immediately think of psychic abilities, reading minds, seeing auras, predicting the future. But let's set aside these notions for a moment and consider something far more accessible and practical. Extrasensory perception, in its essence, simply means that your awareness extends beyond the limitations of your five physical senses. As your Kundalini energy begins to stir, even slightly, you naturally start to perceive life with a depth and clarity that others might miss entirely. This isn't about developing supernatural powers or performing parlor tricks. It's about refining and enhancing the instrument of perception that you already are. So how do we make this concept real in our lives? How do we begin to tap into this dormant potential? Let's break it down into simple, actionable steps. First, we must cultivate awareness of the body. Find a quiet place to sit comfortably and simply observe your breath. Don't try to control it. Don't force it into any particular pattern. Just watch. As you continue this practice, you'll begin to notice something remarkable. What you've always thought of as separate entities, my body and my breath, are actually in constant, intricate communication. This realization is your first doorway into a deeper perception of reality. Once you've established this bodily awareness, it's time to shift your attention to energy itself. Gently place your focus at the base of your spine, where the Kundalini energy is set to rest. But here is a crucial point. Do an attempt to forcefully awaken it or even imagine it moving. Simply rest your awareness there day after day. Remember, energy follows attention. By consistently placing your focus here, you're creating the conditions for natural awakening. As you deepen this practice, you may start to notice subtle changes in your perception. This isn't because you've suddenly gained some new ability, but because your nervous system and energy body are beginning to work in greater harmony. Colors might seem more vivid, your thoughts may become quieter, and you might experience a deeper sense of presence in your daily life. This is the natural beginning of extrasensory perception, but I must offer a word of caution here. Kundalini is not a toy to be played with carelessly. Stirring these powerful energies without proper preparation can lead to imbalance and discomfort. This is why the ancient yogic sciences always emphasize the importance of preparation, purifying the body, balancing the mind, and stabilizing the emotions. Remember, without balance, power becomes dangerous. But with balance, that same power becomes a force for profound transformation. So I urge you, don't chase after experiences. Don't long for visions or supernatural abilities. Instead, focus on bringing simple awareness into every aspect of your life. Walk with attention, breathe with consciousness, sit with presence, eat with mindfulness. If you can cultivate this level of awareness in your daily activities, the Kundalini will naturally rise at the perfect pace for you, and your perception will blossom beyond the limitations of your physical senses. When perception truly opens in this way, you'll find that you no longer need to believe in anything. Belief becomes unnecessary because you simply know. And in that knowing, you'll discover a freedom beyond anything you've previously imagined. Now, you might be wondering, is all of this really possible for me? Can I, in my ordinary life, with all its demands and distractions, actually experience this expansion of perception? The answer is a resounding yes, but it requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to look beyond the surface of things. Start small. Set aside just a few minutes each day for the practices we've discussed. Observe your breath, feel the connection between body and breath, and gently place your awareness at the base of your spine. Don't expect immediate fireworks or dramatic experiences. The process of awakening is often subtle, like the gradual brightening of dawn rather than the sudden flick of a light switch. As you continue this practice, you may notice small changes in your daily life. Perhaps you'll find yourself more attuned to the emotions of those around you, picking up on subtle cues you previously missed. You might discover a newfound appreciation for the intricate patterns in nature, or a deeper resonance with music that once left you unmoved. These are all signs that your perception is expanding, that you're beginning to sense the world beyond the limitations of your 5 physical senses. But remember, this is just the beginning. The journey of Kundalini Awakening and the development of extrasensory perception is a lifelong path of growth and discovery. It's important to approach this journey with humility and an open mind. Don't compare your experiences to others or get caught up in expectations of what should happen. Each person's awakening is unique, shaped by their individual energy, experiences, and karmic patterns. As your practice deepens, you may find that your intuition becomes sharper, your creativity flows more freely, and your sense of connection to all life intensifies. You might experience moments of profound clarity or insight that seem to come from beyond your ordinary thinking mind. But along with these positive experiences, be prepared for challenges. The awakening of Kundalini can bring old emotional wounds to the surface for healing. It can disrupt established patterns in your life, forcing you to confront aspects of yourself you've long ignored. This is all part of the process of growth and transformation. Throughout this journey, it's crucial to maintain a strong foundation in your physical and mental health. Eat nourishing food, get regular exercise, and ensure you're getting enough rest. Practices like yoga and meditation can be invaluable tools for balancing and integrating the heightened energy and expanded perception you're experiencing. Remember, the goal isn't to escape from ordinary life or to gain supernatural powers. The true aim of this work is to fully inhabit your life, to experience the world around you with greater depth, clarity, and compassion. As your perception expands, you'll likely find that your sense of separation from others and from the world itself begins to dissolve. You may experience a growing sense of unity and interconnectedness with all of life. This expanded perception isn't just a personal indulgence. It has profound implications for how you move through the world and interact with others. As you become more attuned to the subtle energies around you, you'll likely find yourself naturally acting with greater kindness and consideration. You may discover a deeper sense of purpose and a clearer understanding of your unique role in the grand tapestry of life. In closing, I invite you to approach this journey of awakening Kundalini and developing extrasensory perception with both excitement and reverence. It's a path that can lead to profound transformation and a radically new way of experiencing life, but it's also a path that requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to face whatever arises within you. Start today. Take a few moments to simply sit and observe your breath. Feel the life force moving within you, and know that with each conscious breath, you're taking a step towards awakening the dormant potential within you, opening the door to a perception of reality far beyond what you've previously known. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your journey into expanded perception begins with this moment, right here, right now.